Okay, I just looked at some of the debate, the second debate between Mitt Romney and President Barack Obama. I'm pretty sure that Barack Obama won this particular debate. I actually think he won the first one, but the polls would show the results much closer because he was not real aggressive. But that is the problem right there. You see what happens is a lot of people are not gonna like what I'm gonna say, but you can look at me and you can see that I have some different blood in flowing through my veins as Barack Obama does also. But you cannot play the game, whatever game it is. You cannot play the game completely out of yourself. And what I mean is, Barack Obama is not a 100% white man. We're talking 110% white man when we're talking Mitt Romney from Boston, Massachusetts, or wherever he's from in Massachusetts. I remember a 10-year-old little white kid in the 60s that was standing out in front of the buses when they were busing people to school. And the 10-year-old kid had the most devastating comments that I heard during that period. He was the most racist little kid that I've ever heard in my life. I have nightmares about that kid today. I'm not saying all white people are bad, and I'm certainly not saying all black people are good. I'm saying that you have to be within yourself. I'm saying that Mitt Romney actually said some things that were offensive to the President of the United States of America. He said some things, he made some remarks. There were some gestures and some colloquialisms that were offensive to me. I'm sure they were offensive to Barack Obama. But my problem with Barack Obama is that he might be just a little soft in his attitude. I know he's the first black president. I know he's almost walking on eggs. But oftentimes you need to do something unprecedented. I remember Franklin Delano Roosevelt. I wasn't here, but I read all about it. I'm a historian, kind of. Um, the country was preaching isolationism. We don't care what Hitler is doing. We don't care if he's making deals with Stalin. We don't care if he's talking to Mussolini. We don't care if he's talking to the Emperor of Japan. We don't care if he wants to beat up England or take over France and occupy it. We want to be isolationists. He's not going to cross all these waters. He there's no threat to America. So the country was totally against getting involved in a war with Adolf Hitler. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who I think, in my mind, I'm just one person, but I think he may have been the greatest president we've ever had. Uh, Abraham Lincoln is right there. Barack Obama is a brilliant man, white or black. He's brilliant. He can think on his feet. It would be hard to outdo him in a debate if there were no cue cards. If you just had to talk, it would be hard to beat Barack Obama. But that's depending on what you're talking about and how much he really believes in what he's talking about. Um, if Mr. Romney says some things to me, I'm the president, and he says some things that are offensive, not to me personally, I'm just a guy, but to my office, to the office that I presently hold as chief executive, as President of the United States of America, I don't want to be stereotyped and be let all the old black blood come out in me and slap the shit out of him. But I want to tell him, don't be offensive, Mitt Romney. Don't make accusations that I am not American, that I am not a patriot, that I am not trying to do everything I can for the citizens of the United States of America. That is offensive. I would think in some times past, probably before I was born, if somebody said some things like that to a president, they probably would be arrested and be in jail. But all in all, I think President Obama took first place tonight in the debate. I don't think I was real clear in what I meant, though, about the black and white thing. What I meant is that somewhere in Romney, he is probably prejudiced to some point. Somewhere in Barack Obama, he has a little bit of a temper. He doesn't want to lose the debate by saying things that are derogatory or offensive or sounding like a confrontation. I know he didn't want to confront Mr. Romney because of some of the things he said. However, if it were me, I'm not there, and I probably would not be there. But I'm smart enough to have the proper advisors around me, deficits and flaws that I possess, and so I could do that job. But I was very angry when was it that sounded like he was not being a good American. I think the President Obama is a really, really good president. I think his only flaw is he needs to be a little tougher. He needs to be a little tougher. Don't worry about breaking those eggs you might step on. You might have to do something unprecedented. You don't need to go far away from protocol and do something crazy. Um, Everybody loves FDR. He's probably considered one of the greatest presidents by most people in America. Most people that have read about him, not just in America, but in any country that have read about him. And I'm saying that to say sometimes you do something unprecedented. But no more slaps on the wrist. No more. I know you went over there and you got Osama bin Laden, but no more slaps on the wrist. Can you imagine somebody saying to a president that he should take whatever he said and stuff it up his butt or something like that? That's un-American in itself. That is un-American. That is un-American. I'm going to get into a game that you write. You write all the rules and regulations, and then I'm going to dress like you dress. I'm going to talk like you talk. I'm going to walk like you walk, and I'm going to play your game. If I'm sharp enough, maybe I'll win that game. But when that happens, I still need to be myself. I still need to let my own DNA come out. I know President Obama was kind of upset tonight with Mr. Romney. Who knows what the future holds? After Barack wins the election, then maybe people will say, well, yeah, he was right for not confronting Mr. Romney in a tough manner. Maybe they'll say that. I don't know. Maybe if he loses, maybe they'll say just the opposite. Maybe they'll say he should have been tougher. But no more slaps on the wrist for people. People that run companies that make $1 million a week and the company goes bankrupt, and then you have to give them a stimulus to put them back on their feet. Well, I understand that because you're trying to help America, trying to get this downturn in American economy up. I can understand that. But if those people who ran those companies that went bankrupt, those companies that made those millions, zillions of dollars, they definitely should not be working in those companies. They would be lucky not to be imprisoned somewhere. I don't know. Give me a call. Anybody looks at this video, maybe you'll see it differently. Give me a call and let me know if you think something different. My cell number is 310-387-4926. This is Primo RJR at viewfromthehood.net. Thank you.